You know, something that I've noticed from people talking about the situation is no matter what side you pick from this situation, you're gonna get shit on. Whether you're supportive of it and you think he did nothing wrong, he's a grown man, he can decide whatever he wants. Or you come from the side of he has a kid, he had a wife, now his kid is gonna get bullied ruthlessly and people are gonna make endless jokes about him. Whether you pick the right side, the left side. So at this point, I'm expecting this video to get 50% likes, 50% dislikes. It's a very complicated topic, and I think the reason why it's so complicated is the factor that Chris has a kid. I'm not here to pick a side. Some people are gonna call me a soft, woke person. What happened to edgy, sensitive society? Now he's woke. And the other crowd is gonna call me transphobic, homophobic. At this point, I have accepted my faith, and I think we should just jump into the video. This morning, I got this DM. Please talk about the weird Chris Tyson tweets. So this got me interested, and I started looking around on Twitter to see the famous tweets that everyone's talking about, and I did find them. So this thread went kind of viral, got 3 million views, almost 4 million. This tweet says, salty because you got touched by your cheer coach, replying to someone who most likely maybe talked about being raped, maybe talked about sexual assault, and I'm guessing here that Chris responded with this. Someone responded to Chris by saying, hi, if you're replying to this, please don't tag the girl, it might trigger her or something. This is from 2017, and if I'm not mistaken, Chris was 19 or 20. I'm leaning more towards 20. Without context, this looks bad. I don't want to jump immediately and be like, yeah, Chris Tyson's a fucking horrible person, kill him, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a very interesting reply, but not the worst. This is why Hillary lost. Her supporters are retarded. This is a threat. This person says proof. Someone responded with people are saying, and that's why Chris said, yeah, because they can't fact check because they're fucking retarded. I saw some people on the thread calling him out for using the slur retarded. Now, if you know me, you know that I have no problem with that. I literally do not care if you say it, if you don't. I'm not here to fucking police it, right? The only way I would have an issue with this is if Chris, a few days from now, tweets something, someone calls Chris retarded, and he's like, no, you cannot say retarded because this and that. Then I would have a problem with it because, yeah, you're a fucking hypocrite at that point. Some people were calling him out because of ableism and this and that. People be reaching sometimes, like reaching hard. Something that I 1000% stand for is being honest and being true, whether that's piss people off. And I'm not just gonna shit on Chris because it's a popular thing to do, and I'm not gonna support him either because it's a popular thing to do. And this tweet is peak 2016 when you're hitting it from behind and she says Hitler did nothing wrong. You know, funny in 2016 when the whole squad together and it's this meal called a six fat. I did find this funny. Once again, this could be my immature humor. Just a tweet, and people are trying to cancel him for this. This is from 2016. Why haven't you cut off your penis yet? And it's some trans person. I don't want to be a girl mom. This is pretty ironic considering where we are now. I believe it was Pyrocynical who said he's met Chris before. He's talked about his gender identity, how he didn't know what he was, what he wanted to do, this and that, years ago. So if he was thinking that and he was posting stuff like this, you know, it's kind of confusing. But I just find it kind of weird how someone who was this edgy and turn into the person in the photo. And this fucking tweet, I've seen it go around a few times. I'm eating at a Japanese restaurant completely owned and operated by Hispanics. My inner weeb is crying. That was probably a very shitty restaurant. If you went to a fucking Japanese restaurant and there's a whole bunch of fucking Hispanic people working there, I don't think ramen is our food. Let other people do it. You know, we got our tacos, we got our shit, we got our spicy food. Some people were upset by this tweet because it's quote unquote racist. Between what happened at the Ariana Grande concert and what's going on in the Philippines, why the fuck do we even take Islam seriously? It's an old ass background religion that hates anything different and treats women like shit. Why the fuck do people still accept it? As you can see, this tweet was very popular. And this is from 2017. Chris was like 2021. Believe it or not, this was one of the most controversial ones I saw. This person says, Twitter users, when they find out people can change and realize their previous actions were wrong and bad. This person responded with, he was 20 years old. He knew what was right and wrong. I saw a lot of people debate this. Considering I started making videos, edgy-ish videos back when I was like 17, 18. I look back at it and I cringed just a little bit. You know, I was 16, 17. 18. But when you're like 20, 21 years old and you're tweeting shit like that, and a few years later you come out with this new personality, and in my opinion, I think Chris was spending way too much time on Twitter, and that is something you don't want to do, because then every single little thing you do will be validated. And then we get to the final tweet, and this is the most controversial one. This is the one that's got everyone's fist up. They're about to shut down and bomb the MrBeast headquarters at this rate, and it's a reply from 2016 from I believe a 20-year-old Chris saying, nothing gets my be crankling like some lowly. And in case you guys don't know what that is, in a nutshell, in a way that I could say without being completely monetized, According to the internet, it's essentially anime CP, and I am not referring to Club Penguin. So you do with that information what you will. Definitely interesting, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Chris hasn't responded to all of these new tweets. I know he responded to it about 2-3 years ago, but I don't know if he's done it recently. Once again, we don't know the prior context. So these were the tweets that Chris is getting canceled for. I don't think they're as bad as people are saying. And you can find it. There's a few videos of Chris saying the N-word on Twitter. It's crazy how this person went from this edgy person, this person who didn't give a fuck, and just a few years later, they're a completely different person, literally. And like I said, no matter what you pick, you're gonna get shit on. So with that said, I just leave it at that before I start fucking war in my comment section below. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. All right, peace out.